Oh my God, learning and loving with you. You got me learning. That's what I said right when I came in. You got me learning. I'm loving, learning and loving with you. Hi guys, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I love getting my nails done. They make me feel better. Okay, so welcome in. Uh We welcome in everybody. Hello. Okay, hi comments. Hello. I haven't seen a lot of you in a while. Um I think the last live we did was when I was out there at Blue seeing my dad and stuff. So that was really intense. I mean, after in doing protesting. And speaking of that, doing the protesting and stuff like that, we're noticing I like one of the biggest things I was feeling, even watching other people's videos when they protest and watching Sea Org members in Scientology, that you see them all coming off these buses and coming out of these buildings and they're hiding. And there's been this pattern of like in my mind of like, ooh, I've been trying to get this mosquito or bug or something for a while. There's this pattern of like, gosh, like I bump into so many people that I see I'm older now, right? I'm almost 40 and I'm going like, oh my God, these Sea Org members were my age when I was, in there. And so now I'm seeing them the age that they're at and I'm realizing, oh my God, in the next not even in the next, but with it's already been happening. And this is what I wanted to talk about. I've never been able to talk about what happens when these Sea Org members and Scientologists get old. What are like how are there these patterns and the way that Sea Org members function and think, how just seeing these protesters go out and seeing them all of them coming off the bus or coming around the corner and you see a bundle of them walking to their dorm or whatever it is. It's just like my question always goes like they're going to be doing this 24/7 for the rest of their lives unless we do something, right? And so, yeah, it got me into this. Like, I have to do this stream, especially after seeing my dad and all of that. I was like, I wanted to really just show, I wanted to like catch up on some people's videos and just show some links really quickly, some shorts of where you just, and for people who are watching, this is the normal behavior of Sea Org members. The Sea Org members are the members that are the intern, they have signed a contract of 1 billion years and they have dedicated their whole lives, every time their time, their money, their energy, anything like their purpose has been dedicated to the policies and laws and rules of Scientology. And whatever Scientology is or is saying to do is what they are doing for the rest of their lives. And so anyway, so I just wanted to jump in. I might have a few guests jump in and share some thoughts and also possibly some names or just their own stories of people who they knew inside the Sea Orgs or that are coming off of these buses and stuff like that, what their positions were, or people that they knew that aren't alive anymore, that and what happened to those people. Um, I guess I will start off with showing you guys, I guess let's see first of all if this works. And I don't expect the audio to work on this. Oh good, I turned off my phone on silent, but I can still, okay, cool. I don't think the audio will work on this, but let's give it a shot. Either way, it doesn't matter because I just want the world to visually get the concept of what looks like this, a certain thing on the outside world, and what is actually happening inside a Sea Org member's mind, or what would be going on during that time, or what their like mentality is going through this. Okay, so I'm just gonna. I think I honestly I have a bunch of different little screens that I'm going to be sharing. Okay, good. Actually, I'll just put all these. Uh, hold on, guys. Sorry. Uno momento. I do have this organized, trust me, to a degree. Okay, hold on. Cancel this. Let me go here, and I'm going to actually just put all of these down in their own folder. Oops, exit, go away. Thank you. All right, this can go down. And then, hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. I'm basically just going to show you clips of just a bunch of different random, oh, here we go. Here. Random people's streams that have been protesting in the past year, or whatever, with the years of things that have gone by. Oh, I do have to open every single one of these in a different window. I guess I do. Okay, well, I wonder if I open it. Okay, I'll just share it as we go. I'll open them and I'll share them as we go. So I'm just going to show you guys, just so the world gets an idea. Oops, sorry. Baba! The world gets, this is my friend David McCauley. Oh my God, I need to call you back. I love you. He gave me this sweater a while ago. I just really love the sleeves. They say lover, unconditional. So unconditional lover. Learning and loving. Okay, so let me see if I can share this with you guys. And then I'll put that down in that way. It's playing. And then, okay, pause. That can go down. Oh yeah, whoops, I pulled up. So basically what I wanted to show is the just outside world, what the outside world sees of the Sea Org members, right? Sees what is normal, what do we see in the outside world, right, of Scientology and the Sea Org members of life? What do we see that is still completely, like, maybe the world will see stuff in a different way now that I'm kind of explaining the life of a Sea Org member, right? Wow. Okay, so this is from Darth Xander, and this is from a while ago, and I believe this one is in Clearwater, actually. Oh, whoops. Let me go right here. There you go. And I want to just show you that every Sea Org member, and every Sea organization, and all these different cities. Right now, a lot of these are obviously LA and Clearwater footage. So it's just to give you idea of the normal, the Sea Org members. Here we go. Sea Org members world. Can you guys see this? This is so wild. Like, and a lot of these people I definitely recognize, so I'll be like, like wanting to say something, but I don't remember their names at the moment. It's like later on during the day, I'll be like eating and I'll be like, oh, Alfonso was his name or whatever. So, but this is just, I want to just show you that looks like, what's her name? But anyways, Sea Org uniforms, right? The hair, everything has to be clean, perfect, you know? And also, can you guys hear the volume? I don't think you can, or the audio. I'm just doing mainly visuals, but I just look at the attitudes, look at just the behaviors, the uniforms. They've all got, things of water and coffees or whatever, always some form of something like that, right? They always got their coffee in their hand, something, and some purse or big bag, and then the uniform. They just gotta maintain that. Every Sea Org member you see, like, and I'm just letting you know, this is one of the things is uniforms are meant to be upheld and cared for by the person wearing it. Look at how they're like literally hiding and running away from the camera. And when they do see somebody is here, their faces are just like, in total disappointment and anger and annoyed. I gotta look away. I do not want to, like, all these faces look so familiar because this is Clearwater. This is when I was in Clearwater. So you see that you have your security guard right there on the left. Oh God. There you got that camera. They always got these big bulky, owl eye cameras. Look at it. Oh, dang it. Oh, I can. Oh, yes. I think, yes. Thank you. Geek taught me how to do that. You see this on the top left here? This camera, the security guards, always somebody, oh, I'm just casually sitting here. This guy's, I'm pretty sure he's the security guard. You have this guy who's an auditor or somebody. Their uniforms, their jackets, they all have certain meanings, certain things, but they all have to upkeep this uniform. They got to keep it. Each individual SEERG member is responsible for upkeeping. Here's some other guy. Yep. This is so interesting. It's weird that these people look more familiar to me now than they did before. Wow. I guess this guy literally morning coffee run with Scientology SEALs. And there's the public thought again. Okay. So this is how it was in Clearwater in Flag. In fact, I was the one putting these buses and all these like programs to get that's what CMO and everybody was doing, making sure everybody had the proper uniforms. I wonder if I can actually zoom. Oh, I can't zoom in on it, but you see how each division, hold on. Am I being, you guys can see everything, right? That boy is no way 18. Okay, good. You guys can. Hi, everybody. And hello. Thank you all, chat, for being here. Always sticking around and learning and fucking keeping it freaking real with what we need to be fucking keeping shit real with. All right. Okay, pulling this back up. I'm just going to go through some of these videos and then I'll catch chat a little bit, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. And I want to document, the point of this is also, is to show, it's so crazy. All these faces look so familiar to me. I knew all these people. I literally would be on the bus, squished on these buses. By the way, most Sea Org buses are over full with Sea Org members because there's very little runs. Like they only do a certain amount of buses and like every bus has a schedule. Every Sea Org member has a fucking schedule to the minute of every day. So every single one of these staff members, these Sea Org members, they all have a minute-to-minute schedule, and they're all going somewhere, doing something. They're on a mission, right? They're all, I hope I'm not yelling. I'm getting worked up here. But I remember just being so enslaved in Clearwater here. And this is what you have to, during all this, not only do you have a job and everything, but this guy over here on the left, I think he's a security guard, because most of the time the security guards would come in so their shirt didn't crinkle or whatever, and they would change because they were, whatever it is. So they come in, right, get off from their post, they're cleaning, their CSP from birthing, and they're just coming in to go to work. They all have these little name tags on their shirts. They all have their exact post job title, and they all have something they're doing for 24/7 for the rest of their lives. They've signed a billion-year contract. I'm talking about my life. This is what we had as children. This is where we came from, the Int Ranch Cadet Org. This is what we flew into and started becoming in Clearwater, Florida, age 13, all the way till 17. For me, way more. That was for me, but for other people, other kids, they've been in this way longer, way longer, not longer, but that have been still here in Clearwater to this day, the same time that I was there in Clearwater. Isn't this Pat Harney right here to the right? Pretty sure that's Pat Harney. That's how she looked when I was running for, the leader. I don't want to back it up yet, but all these faces, oh my goodness, like this is wild. 24/7, guys, billion-year contracts. All these people are overworking. Oh my God, these actually look like some people have left. Some of these people might have already left the Sea Org. So if you were in this video at this time, please let me know. But this person looks very familiar. Almost looks like Emily Jones, but it's not. This, and then notice again, you guys have the security guys in the back there. Okay. Oh my gosh, I remember her. It's just wild, all these faces. And the attitudes like, ugh, you're a DB. Sorry. Wait, is the audio okay, guys? Am I just going on a roll without looking? Learning and loving with Laura. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yes, and audit will probably jump on here soon too as well. And I want to share a video. We're going to talk about the ADA and all of that because this is all part of this. This is okay. I'm going to go back to this video, but I'm glad you guys can hear. Okay. Oops. There we go. Oh, whoops. Escape. Sorry, I messed it up, guys. 1 second. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, so yeah, back to Miss Attitude here. It's so crazy because I know her, but I just don't remember her name. It's so wild. All these people. I'm pausing it, by the way. I want to be very, very clear. Oh my God, this is what's her name? She was the supercargo and then she was the registrar. Oh my God, this is what's her name? She was in CMO with me. We were on the EPF. I wonder if this is what year was this? Hold on. No, maybe 2007, probably after I left the Sea Org. Let me look. Hold on. Sorry guys, I need to look and see what year this was. 10 years ago this was posted. Took a walk by the Mecca, aka Superpower Building, this morning after getting my morning coffee. Despite everything, there are still bus loads of Sea Orgs slaving away from Miscavige. Filmed on Friday, August 14th, 2015 in downtown Clearwater. Okay, let's keep watching. Like, I mean, for the protesters in Clearwater, it would be so interesting for them to actually like go over to the Clearwater building and Sandcastle and stuff like that. That would be interesting, I think, just to get a whole different vibe and view and a bunch of these look at all this. They're all like little ants like, "Okay, are you going to the yard? Okay, you're going to them. Okay, I'm going to like these are all executives here. They're all like interacting like, "Okay, yes sir, I'm on that right now." Oh my God, Lori Englehart right here. She's the captain flag crew. At least she was. I'm pretty sure she is. This is Jessica Englehart's mother, and anybody. Oh my God, they see all these faces. I know all these faces. I was with all of these people. This is so insane. So yes, Lori Englehart has been in the Sea Org, been in the Sea Org forever. Dave Englehart is her husband. She has a daughter named Jessica Englehart, and they're all still in the Sea Org from what I know. Wow. How trippy would that be if I was on, oh wait, what was this? 2007. What did I say it was? God, I already forgot. 2015. Okay, so yeah, this is actually more recent than me leaving in the Sea Org when I left Clearwater. Yeah, they should go to the Kansas Sandcastle and see the. I mean, I don't like when people are like, "You should do this. You should go here." I'm like, no, everybody do their own thing and protest how you want and figure it out. And but if I was when I go to Clearwater, I will definitely be protesting all over the building, all over the Clearwater, not just the Fort Harrison Hotel building. But this is amazing footage for him to have caught. He said you're okay with Miscavige's abuses, ma'am. So yeah, they feel like I should speed this up a bit. Oh, look at she literally turns around. Did you see that? She literally turns around or goes way out. Like, ugh, gross. Oh my God, all these faces. This is so wild. These people are in CMO. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm just having a memory. Remembering all of this. And the flag buses and the logo. I literally was going up and down on these buses. Oh my God, this is what's his name? Oh my God, see all their names. Wow. 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 Sorry, I'm just going to keep saying wow because this is so much for me to intake here. This is so wild. Like, I literally used to do this with all these people. But you see how many people are coming off of these buses? It just like feels like it just never ends. Oh man. And I'm trying to make sure to see if I can. All these people look so familiar to me, so it's not that I'm not stopping because I don't recognize somebody. I'm just kind of having memories as I go. And once I finish this video, guys, I'll go through chat and see if there's any questions or even comments. You can make them in the chat, and then I'll go back later on this live stream and I'll review the comments. And anybody can put a timestamp on anything they're talking about and put it in the comments. Like you can put in there, like, oh, so and so, brown hair, da da da, at timestamp 134 or whatever, 1 hour and whatever, right? And put it in the comments or put it in right now in the live stream, and that will be super, super helpful. There's a few other people that I've invited if they do want to come up on Geektology, Scientology Geek. Journey's more than welcome. Any, people that know about all this stuff. Oh my God, definitely are welcome up. Hi, Kat. This is awesome. Okay, good. I'm going to keep going, but this is wild, wild, wild applesauce. Okay, keep going. And it's just reminding me of my non-childhood in Clearwater after leaving the ranch. Like, this is what I still would have been doing. It's just wild. Sorry, you guys, I'm sure can't hear the audio, right? Can you guys hear? Oh my God. Can you hear the audio or no? I don't think you can. Oops. Can you guys hear the audio? No audio. It's kind of fuzzy, but we can hear you. Okay, cool. No, only your audio. Okay. So I'm going to back this up a bit because I want to go. Look at how many people are coming out. Oh my God. Was that Kelsey or Chelsea? No. Oh my God. Right here. You see this person right here? That is Chelsea Burpee. That is Chelsea. That is Lori Burpee's youngest daughter. This is literally the person who I moved in Eagle Rock with when I left Clearwater, Florida. I moved into their house in Clearwater. I mean, in Eagle Rock, California. And she was living with them, and she was like my age. Or no, she was 2 years younger or something than me, but she definitely was taller, so felt older. Right there. I cannot believe she is in the Sea Org in Clearwater. This is unbelievable. Okay, I'm backing up because see, I already missed all of that just by looking at chat for 5 seconds. Wow. Okay, up after this guy. So you guys can't hear the audio, so I'm definitely going to stop blasting my ears with the audio on this. Just cancel that out. Okay, play. Oh shit. What the heck did I just do? I totally just restarted a whole different thing. Hold on, guys. 1 second before I go. Okay, we're here. And where were we? Like here? Oh my God. It's just wild, guys. Like, look at the amount of people that just keep coming off of these two buses that are here. Just more and more and more. Here, I'm gonna go. And look at how fast they're going. Like, look at how fast they're going. Like, these guys don't, I'm sorry, but yes, they do look very robotic because they are completely being mind controlled like a robot, but they have souls and lives. Oh my goodness. I know all these people. That's what's so insane. I just don't remember their names. I feel like this guy literally was on the EPF with me. Look at her hair is still wet. No time to freaking properly dry your hair. Gotta just get in there and go. Go, go, go. Yeah, and then this guy. Oops, sorry. How did I do it? Where? Hmm, sorry, guys. It's like a high school reunion. Yeah, but this is every day 24/7. That is what is so crazy. Um, okay, I'm gonna make this bigger. There we go. Oh, there we go. I can go like that. Okay. My cat just meowed. So there's Chelsea again. Isn't this crazy, guys? Sorry, I'm going back over this. So look, and always a coffee or something in hand. Always. Okay, look at Miss Attitudey. That is not okay. Miss Attitudey. Like, get your ethics in now. So same thing, uniform. They all have these little pins and little uniform, all of them have their exact uniform and their name tags. This is security. They all have to be in uniform. They cannot be out of uniform. They don't choose to wear this uniform. They are forced to wear this uniform. This is what they must wear. This is not a choice. They make it look glamorous and great so that people come in and join the Sea Org. Oh my God. It's just like oh my God. This is not there's angry Chelsea. I cannot believe Chelsea is in the Sea Org and Lori Burpee is on L. Ron Hubbard and their sister literally unalived themselves. That is Jenny Burpee's older, this is her younger sister. Jenny Burpee's younger sister right here. Jenny Burpee unalived herself. Lori Burpee, I bumped into on L. Ron Hubbard Way on one of my live streams while I was protesting. This is her daughter is in the Sea Org. I left the Sea Org and her daughter joins the Sea Org. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Look at this. Like, all these people 24/7 every minute of the day, billion-year contracts. Nutrition bullet. Okay, there's her freedom right there. Name tag, pin. Sorry, my allergies are acting up, guys. Like, so this is what 24/7. This is kind of the fun time where, oh my God, she was the supercargo at one point as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that's what's her name? Oh my gosh. That's Brett, what's her name? Sister. Um oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's so wild. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. This is just so wild. This guy. I know him. All these faces look so familiar. It's crazy. Oh my God, this is Sean. Sean was my course supervisor. Oh my gosh, literally. Okay, I have to show you guys some pictures. How am I going to do this? Well, I guess, let's see. Hold on. Let's put this down here. Let's see for a second. Let me look really quick if I can find this photo that I took of everybody in the bus in the photos. Oh, I don't know if I did take it. Okay, whatever. I didn't. Dang it. Okay, never mind. For next time. I'll show it on my Clearwater stream when I do the Clearwater uh shenanigans. But Sean was literally he joined the Sea Org when I was at Flag, and he was one of the supervisors for the staff, for the Sea Org members. He worked at the staff college. Staff college. I can't even believe I'm calling it that. Okay, wait. So can you guys see it? Oh, I want to put it back on this full screen. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Unbelievable. Okay, this guy's a public. He's like, ugh. He just gave the. Oh, that was the end of that. Okay, that was the end of that. Okay, well, it's just so wild going back and seeing that. I wanted to show photos. I guess I took here, I'm going to show you guys. I took there's photos of me and my sister. I don't know if I took them. That's me and my mom at the Blue Building. There's my uncle, which we'll talk about in a second. Same with that. Okay, here we go. Let me share. So this is what I'm talking about. This was my life. That's what I was doing in the Fort Harrison, at the Fort Harrison. Doing the same thing all these people are doing. Browser can't access your screen. Oh, it's right here. Okay, let me try this again. Share screen. There. Share. Why isn't it allowing me to do it? Okay, what if I do that? We'll go like this, and then we'll go like this. Sorry, kiddos. Okay, now let's share. So I was at the Fort Harrison. Let's go back to this. I don't know why it's not letting me share it with you. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Here, let me put this and then we exit that. Let's see if this will work. Present. What if I do image, file, and then I go to desktop? No, okay, whatever. Guys, I don't know why it's not doing this. Share screen. This, share. So weird. Like, literally so weird. I don't know. It was just letting me share stuff. So maybe I have to stop sharing. Slides and PDFs, maybe? No. Weird. The browser can't access your screen. Guys, it's so understand. Okay, well, let's see if any of these other things will pop up. Here, present, share screen. Oh, no. Okay, Windows, share. Let's See, it's not letting me share. Something happened, guys. I don't know why. Yes, but they go straight to the Sea Org. Where do they get their initial training prior to getting their posting? In the on the EPF before they go. That's what they call. Here, I'll pull that up so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself. Where do they get their initial training? So yeah, before they basically how it starts is they have a public Scientologist who's on course is going to the Coachman or going to the Fort Harrison and they're doing a course and they start with the basics or they do the purification rundown or they do their TRs or their training courses and they slowly get them indoctrinated into the behavior of a Scientologist. Once you become a deeper Scientologist and start doing things that are more leaning towards what Sea Org members do or would think is not okay or acceptable or ethics, you know, their ethics is the same as a Sea Org member, then they're already starting the whole time while they're on course, they're already being looked at to be recruited and regged or, you know, money being ripped from them or saying like, hey, they're already being groomed. They're being led to believe that joining the Sea Org would be the most ethical, amazing Scientologist thing to do. Oh my God, that was so good. And I have some grapes. So then by the time that they think that they're joining the EPF, by the time they sign their 5th billion-year contract and they eventually actually join the EPF, they then they're already getting programmed to a whole nother level. They're seeing things that they didn't even see, that public Scientologists didn't see or notice at all, or they won't, that they're being hidden before they even join the Sea Org. That before they even join the EPF. So now they're seeing all that and they're slowly getting normalized to thinking that's normal. And then they finally get through the EPF and they're like, okay, I finally got through that hell. And then they're like, okay, all they're thinking about now is joining, like getting a good post or something they want to do or whatever their next job is that they're going to be good at or whatever they were, quote, recruited for at the beginning and they're not going to be sent to because almost that never happens. So then they finally get, you're on like a game, right? You want to get to the next level. You're like, oh my God, I just got through all that. So now I want to see what the next thing is. So then you're in, by the time you get on a job, then you're like on the post on the job, you're doing that. And from there, you're like, this is when you're taking the bus, you're doing this, you're wearing your uniform, you're coming in with your hair wet because you only had 5 minutes to get up and shower and get ready. And you know, everything has a roll call. There's a muster. There's a login time. There's everything's being run on a schedule 24/7. So when we're showing these videos and these things, these are all people who are stuck in the Sea organization without their free will. That's just how it is, period. Okay, so I'm going to run. Now I don't know if anything's going to share, so I'm just going to see if this will share. Share. Oh, good. Did that share? Yes, it did. Okay. This is from Ashley's stream, I believe. Yes, Ashley. For all of y'all. Oh, here, let me scroll right here. You can go follow Ashley. Here, how do I do more? Here you guys go. Boom. This is Ashley's channel right here at Papusatology99. Go subscribe. Let's get Ashley up to 5,000 subscribers so she doesn't think that she's cool like the underground dog. She likes to stay underground, but we gonna lift her up to the 5K. 5K subscribers. Okay, wow. I don't know where that accent came from or anything, but there you go. I'm actually going to show you a bunch of these videos on Ashley's channel here. Let's start off with this one. Look at this work. So let me just, and if Audit or anybody does want to come in, we'll be here for a bit. But if there's anybody who does want to come in, Audit LA, you're more than welcome to jump in at any time. I also invited Nora, anybody who was in the Sea Org, who has family members who have passed away from cancer. I'm going to talk about my uncle, Paul, in a minute here and show some pictures of just, the only pictures I literally have of him and his story and what happened with him and what happens with all these Sea Org members and their bodies. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go to this one actually first, because this one has a lot of do you see this? And that, tell me if you guys can hear the audio on it. I don't think you can again. Otherwise, if you could, I would pop it up, of course. But I'm going to play it here and let me know if you guys can hear the audio or not.
The number is 888-FREE-002. 888-FREE-002. Freeloader debt is a lie. You all can leave Scientology, okay? There are resources that can help you leave.
Ashley's definitely yelling, not yelling, but being very open and strong with her words and telling them they can leave, and the number to the Aftermath Foundation, and being actually very loving to these Sea Org members, and it's quite crazy. Like, I cannot even, it's just so wild. Okay. Okay, so you can see the video, but you can't hear it, right? You can't hear the audio, correct? So I can turn down Ashley in my ears.
You don't have to be
okay, so let's just go back. So this is what on a daily basis. This is the Sea Org. This is what people this is what they are looking forward to in their lives. Every day, catching this bus and doing it quickly, right? Doing it quickly because we don't have time to miss this bus, because then we'll lose 5 minutes of our breakfast. We'll lose, you know, even them having a coffee, and they probably made literally this coffee in his hand is probably made in his apartment, in his dorm. I don't see that he's married, so he must be in a dorm. And remember, they really do believe that their bodies are just bodies, like physical mess. They call them mess. It's just an object, and that it's our vessel, so to speak, which it is, through our spirit, right? Like the spirit goes on, and we'll be joining the Sea Org for the next 5 lifetimes if it takes to clear the planet. So they're just like, they're so disconnected from their bodies. They're so disconnected from breathing and not stressing, and they're just always on trigger, always walking on eggshells, always under this like really, you know, hypnotic, anxious feeling, and only feeling good, like, oh good, I'm catching the bus on time. Like they feel like excited about the smallest things because they are so controlled. But you wouldn't see that, you wouldn't know that just looking at all these people pile onto a bus with their name tags and their uniforms and their wet hair, and them literally dodging. Look at this lady right here trying to dodge the camera for all of her life. Look at her. Look at this soaking wet hair. Who is this? This is somebody's family member. Soaking wet hair. She literally, you only get, so you wake up by, there's I don't even know what, there's multiple Sea Org member schedules. There could be a night shift schedule, day shift, and even during the day, there's technical side or the estate side. So a lot of these Sea Org members they know that there's specific bus runs and specific times. They know that if they miss the bus, they miss the run, they're going to be dev-teeing, they're going to be wasting somebody else's precious Sea Org time to handle their out ethics by not catching the bus on time. And these cards around, they all have pagers and keychains, and this is all the life of a Sea Org member. These aren't keys to like a BMW that's parked off on the side street. There's no access to that kind of thing in the Sea Org. You lose all of that. So this is their lives. Look at, she almost fell off the sidewalk. No offense, but we have to watch that again. Lady right there. Did you see that? Not okay. Definitely getting, clearly Ashley is a powerful SP that, whoop, right there. She had a trip. Okay, moving forward. This is their lives 24/7. 24/7. Every minute of their day. This is them in the morning, right? They wake up in the morning. They do all this. Look at angry face. Don't look at me. Angry face. I don't want to be here. This guy keeping my DRs in. They just pile up on the bus. Pile up on this bus. There's only one bus here, guys. That's another violation, by the way. So I'm going to let this continue to play through. Hold on. Sorry. And then I'm going to pull Audit LA up here. We can do a little chat about some other violations that I'll pull up. We'll pull up with the fire tanks. I mean, the fire extinguishers. It's just wild. Like all the, like, so, and they're like shuffled out, like, okay, and that's it. And fill up the bus and close it. And look at how quickly the bus, they close this bus. This chick is barely inside and they are closing, boom, closing that bus up. So good job, Ashley. Okay. Let's go out of here. Okay. Hello. Let's bring the one and only Audit LA. Audit, do you want to shuffle on this way? So, uh-oh, you're muted.
How do I do that?
You just turn like your phone. Right? Yeah.
You're all so smart.
See, no, trust. I'm just as bad.
Did you get my? I sent the link. I found it. What you? She gives it in 5 minutes. I need this video.
Yep. Sorry.
But no, it's okay. It's all good. No, I'm glad he did because I never uploaded it and I meant to and I totally forgot about uploading that one.
Yeah, and it's wild. Okay, so only I can really click on this, right?
Yeah, because right now, because I don't know what's all on there, and I didn't want to release it to the, I'm gonna go through it with the editor and see if there's anything that needs to be removed. He does. Okay, he does do a halfway. What we were talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just wanted to bring up. So I'm going to show this other footage of. I think it was. Uh-oh. Did I lose it already? Hold on. Hold on just a minute.
And then from the beginning, it's pretty good. I was watching from the beginning. I got through a lot of the conversations.
On the video that you sent me?
Yeah.
Okay, but I wanted to just I wanted to show, remember a while ago, oh, here we go, this video, I think this is Streets' thing, and I was actually laughing so hard because he's saying some funny shit, which nobody can hear, but this is a great idea to show, like, all the work that was going on during the earlier years of all this protesting, that all this like inside work, whether it was done on their property or not, how many violations, how many things that they now know that we're watching them for, that they are still, some of them are still violating it and they still think they can get away with it. But even all of this work that they would have the Sea Org members do on the property is all violation on city property when they're building stuff, or even high things like this on their property. There's certain things they have to have permits and, like, scaffold and hard hats and all these things. So they definitely slowed down on all of this.
That looks like 12 foot. If it's 12 foot, it needs to be inspected, even if it's on their property.
Oh, it definitely is, because they literally are measuring it to be high enough to cover the protesters from filming. That's when they were putting up the green fencing. So
we've learned so much this past year and a half with the public works. So yeah, we're armed with all this knowledge and they hate it, but it's getting better. I mean, they are starting to do better little by little. Not enough, but they're starting.
Yeah. Let's see if this will work. Yeah. So it's not letting me share pictures. It's so weird. I've been trying to show pictures of my uncle and then pictures of me at the Fort Harrison Hotel with, like, my sister.
Oh, wow.
And for some reason, it's not letting me share. It's saying something isn't. So it's okay. That's fine. Did you want me to? I'm going to show some other footage of the. Do you want me to play that footage right now? This
hospice? Is your program. However you want to do it. I can leave and come back, or just whatever you want.
No. Stay on. Stay on. This is so perfect. Stay on. If I'm taking up your time, then let me know. Okay, I just wanted to click on some more of these. Plus, you've seen a lot of these, so it's great to be able to, for example, this. Oops. Where are we? Did I pull us down? Yes, I did. Okay, here we go on another tab. And I believe this one is, Ashley Papusatology. Okay, share screen. Let's hope this will work, guys. Okay, there we go.
Remember this?
Yeah, so, but do you see all this? This is, there you have Alex, not Adam. His real name is Alexander. But, and then Ashley here, let's see, she starts giving them the good morning, giving them, it's a nice day to blow the Sea Org. But look at this. Look at, oh, I got it. Look at just what happens here, right? When she starts, look at this Sea Org member right here in the middle. She starts flipping like, oh, well, which way am I supposed to go? I got to go this way. I got to go. She's like, I can't go. There's some SPs going over that way. Look, all of them start turning around. Do you see that? It's just gone. All of a sudden, look up here. Gone. Everybody's going inside. The moment Ashley just starts saying it's okay to leave the Sea Org, starts putting out the number, and then this guy's completely hunchback. But what do you suspect about this, Audit? Because this is why I wanted to bring you up, even for this one.
It looks what like fire extinguishers.
I was telling Ashley, like, isn't this a little bit of like them trying to get all their fire codes and everything in check because they know we're on them?
Well, they also probably are getting inspected.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so they probably have to have replacement ones to get ready. It's not just maybe necessarily because of us. They probably have their annual inspections anyway because it's a residential space. So they're probably required to, like if they know any, because they're going to use their smoke, their equipment until it's like at the very end. So if the fire department were to come and say, no, this is outdated, you've got to replace it. So either they had their inspection and they were told that those needed to be replaced, or they anticipated that would happen and they wanted to get ready. I suspect the former. They probably were said, hey, these are out because they don't like to spend money, except for on what they want.
That's what I mean, not only that, but
doesn't matter to them.
Well, I do wonder if what I'm saying is we're calling into all the city meetings and all of that, and we're literally saying, inspect the red paint on the curb, put parking meters, rename L. Ron Hubbard either L. Con Hubbard Way or back to Berendo or whatever it used to be, and rip up those bricks. What I'm saying is because the Sea Org members are really maintaining and doing all this work, just like this guy in here is loading all of the full tanks, right, to then bring them back in.
Yeah, it's either he's removing the old ones or bringing in the new ones. Now this would be LAFD, more likely than even building and safety, which we have not. Like ours is for public works. That's who we've been calling in. But I do go in occasionally to LAFD. So, but I'm guessing likely it's their annual inspection. And yes, I know this, but the city is on they like I don't think they could get away with if they had like a special relationship to say, oh, because I think now the city's pulling away whatever special cozy relationships they had. It's not going to be as beneficial for them if they would have maybe in the past been able to get away with not having new fire extinguishers. So I can see that the push is getting the city to say, hey, we have to do everything by the book because they are pushing and looking at everything with I know the CPRAs has to have the city unnerved, and not only Scientology, but it has to have the city unnerved. They know we're seeing their conversations, their actions, and so they realize it, and then we have everyone coming regardless of whether it's the fire department, the police, the city hall, and that's a lot of pressure on the city, let alone Scientology. So we know we're tipping their apple carts, but I assume that this is their annual inspection.
And then the other thing is Ashley was trying to ask this guy in the blue who's handing them to him and filling them up in the truck if he was an official city person, and he wouldn't answer. He just wouldn't answer. He wouldn't even speak to her. Look at this guy right here.
Yeah, no, not if he's doing the filling.
But honestly, this, and I could be totally wrong, and that's fine. This outfit looks like somebody who works at what they call in the Sea Org motor pool, the mechanical department, and he looks like somebody who would be an engineer or a mechanic or somebody.
That I believe, because LAFD is not going to fill it up for them,
right? Because and look at, like, not to be weird, but I'm looking at the low tires and the low maintained things, and that's kind of how Scientology is. And look at this guy, literally fills up. Do you see this? I feel so bad for this guy. You've seen this, right?
Me too. Oh yeah, I feel horrible for him.
And he does a lot of the heavy work. He's been around doing this a lot of the times. People have caught him on multiple views. Look at all of them.
At least they give him a little bit of a back brace. Oh,
they all fall.
And the city would likely answer if somebody asked them, "Are you with the city?" They would answer.
It just seems okay. So this is the norm of a Sea Org, definitely the norm of a Sea Org member in Scientology.
Oh no, I thought he doesn't even have a belt, like one of those belts. I thought that's just his equipment belt. Oh man, they don't even give him a brace.
No, and then they struggle with keep trying to get the door closed. Look at all these Sea Org members shuffling inside because Ashley's yelling the number to them, or telling them it's okay to leave the Sea Org. Look at all of this. This is all Scientology. All of this is all the basics, the books and everything. Oh God, all these are the books. You see that on the left, right here. These are all course packs and stuff that they sell. These are all the Sea Org members rushing in. It's unbelievable. Look at that. Like literal ants from the bus to here. This is what happens.
Wow.
So yeah, I just wanted to show that. I think there's a little bit more. Oh yeah, it goes back to it. Yeah, it's just so weird to me that they're trying to get that gate closed. So they finally got it closed. Like, woo! And so then this guy, look, it goes to the Ashley brings it to the back of the truck. Like, there's no footage. There's no official city footage.
No, that's not the city. Anywhere. That's definitely not the city. And what day of the week was this? Is this a weekday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, no, and it's.
I actually don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Ashley.
And the city's not going to come and fill up their, because that's your own. It's their job to have their equipment ready for inspection and to be filled. It's not anything that the city would do.
Right. It's just wild. To me, this is wild. Okay, so I definitely can't show my photos of my uncle, and that's really annoying. But basically, one thing I was telling you about Audit, and a lot of people that were asking me, they're like, what do you mean? What happened to your uncle? Is my uncle, he was in the Sea Org for over 40 plus years, and his name is Paul Anderson. I actually have a photo. Let me show you a photo since I can't pull up the other thing. And Geek, I'm going to get to you in a second. I see Geeks in the back there, Scientology Geek. I'll be right there. I'll grab you up in a minute. I just want to finish this little section, and then we'll pull more stuff in. We'll pull more things in. Where did I put it? Okay. And Audit, thank you for being here, and thank you for everything you're doing as well. I know you just jumped out. There you go. Okay. Thank you for reals. Like, you're teaching me so much, and I think we're all a really good team when we work together.
Me too. Yeah, and it's really good stuff coming and happening. So I'm grateful that we're doing that stuff.
Okay, so this is my uncle right here. Oops. Right there.
Oh, wow.
He was at the HGB. His name's Paul Anderson. He was the senior has, last I knew, he was like the senior has international. He's my brother's brother. I mean, sorry, he's my dad's brother. So that's my dad, me, and Paul Anderson.
Oh, wow.
Him and my dad were on the RPF together. They were twins on the RPF together at Blue Building.
So that meant they got to work together to help each other get out when you were a twin?
You have to have a twin on the RPF, yeah. And they are the only ones you're allowed to talk to and like work with, like outside. You have to finish the RPF. You can't finish the RPF without them. They also have to finish the RPF. But the point is that when I was before, while they were on the RPF and stuff, I just felt kind of like, oh, good, at least my uncle, my dad and my uncle get to be together because, I don't know, which is obviously such a horrible thing. Like, oh, at least they get to be in jail together. But it did feel that way. And then just so people know, my dad also has another brother, Dave Anderson. So my uncle, my dad's brother, and his brother Dave, Paul had my uncle. His name's Paul. It's so weird. It's like they all look alike. Like my dad, and I just feel so mad. Sorry, I just like went over both of them. That's my Uncle Paul's brother, my other uncle that I don't know that well because he's in Canada. But my Uncle Paul was in the Sea Org for over 45 years from Toronto, from Canada. And all I knew is that he got, oh, by the way, sorry to cut everybody off because I just found the photo, but this is me and my sister at the Fort Harrison Hotel. So I just remember walking by those buildings and being at the Fort Harrison and getting off the bus, getting off those full buses. This is me in HCO, senior in the HCO Ethics MAA office on a Sunday, clearly, because I was wearing civilian clothes. But there I am, there's the goldenrod slips for HCO. Who's here? Who's late?
Wow.
And just quickly, here's my mom, my dad, and me outside the Blue Building after I had left the Sea Org. It was fresh after I'd left the Sea Org, and I was married to Simon Carr. So I was like a little good girl who made it out of the Sea Org alive. But you see that, anybody recognize that blue behind there? So like even when I was out of the Sea Org, even when I was married and stuff, here I am back still always in this life. There's my mom at the Blue Building. There's you can see I have my little engagement ring on there.
Oh. You look like your dad.
Yeah, I do. I always feel like I do because he has a big head, his big eagle head hair or whatever. Okay, this is one thing I wanted to bring up too really quickly. Hopefully I can find it super quick. Is it this? Nope, we did that one, so I can exit. Hold on, let me pull something up really quick. Audit. If there's any time you have to go audit, that's fine. I'm just, I just like you here because you know about this. Oh, and let me bring up Scientology Geek. Have you and Scientology Geek ever met at all?
Not officially, right?
Well, Audit LA, Scientology.
Hi.
I feel
it's
like
good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Y'all both want to interact. You both have similar minds of like, ooh, we have information here. What's the information on this? And you would love Geek's knowledge and vice versa. Like for example, if we were trying to, prove that they have ADA violations. Somebody asked what ADA means. Can you explain, Audit?
American with Disabilities Act. It's an act that federally mandates what has to be done and what the requirements are. And well, we know from the CASP report. I don't know if Scientology Geek, if you have that, I'll be happy to send that to you or make sure you get that. We have this report that they went all around there and found every last outside, like every violation that they have. There's like 73 of them, I believe. And that was during the planner time. So yeah. You have to see this. It's fascinating. You'll love this report. And so we, we're still pushing it, like, because we went to the disability commission meeting, was it yesterday? And so we're still pushing because there's so much more they need to fix, like besides the sidewalk and parking and just different things. But you have to check out this report.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. And I love to. I've seen you, and I like, I watched your stuff. It's like I love, what you were doing too, and Journey too. It's like I'm fascinated, like with, the what you guys are doing.
Yeah, she went down the part of the rabbit hole I don't even want to touch.
Well, she's doing the buildings, right? Because I want to talk to her about that.
She's doing all like the tax information and who owns what and where and how much of the city does the church own. Yeah, that type of stuff.
I need to talk to her because I'm like, actually, I have a little project with that I'm working on, kind of with that too. That she may be, I don't know, maybe we could cross pollinate
that'd be cool.
our projects.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's like, you guys would love it, and it would be so valuable, and I think that's a great idea.
I love it.
I just wanted to show, I can delete that so I don't get these mixed up. Just so you know, I wanted to show this really quick. Science Geek, I'm definitely muting you if you're going to be scrumpling your cute sandwich.
Sorry about that. In donuts.
Oh dear. This is not a casual eating donut stream.
How dare I?
I guess it is now.
Okay, so literally right when I was on my way back here, this is why this is so important. Right here, share screen. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go prepare for this live stream, and I go driving because I obviously live close to the Blue Building. And I go driving by, and this is literally what no, it's not letting me share it. Why? Why? This is upsetting. Hold on. Why is it not letting me share any videos or... Sorry. Because, you sent me a link, right, Audit?
Yes.
Oh, that was for the audio, for the... Why is it not letting me share this, guys? This is so frustrating. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Go back. I'm going to try to text it to me because I literally, like, you know how we always see people in front of that 4618 fountain, and there's always somebody okay. On my way here to this live stream, if I can't show this is going to be so annoying because you guys are going to be wondering, what was it? Let's see. I sent it to myself just now. Let's see if I get it. Boom. Here. Okay, I'll wait on that one. Exit. Okay, but I am going to show you guys some other stuff.
Well, I have the video of him going in and out of that building. And by him, you know who I mean.
Going in and out of the... Oh, yes, yes. Well, we don't know who you mean because we need his name. But yes.
Right.
Right?
Well, that's what you mean? We know what he looks like. Yeah, that guy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Copy. Okay, let's see if this will do it. Otherwise, paste. Okay, let's see. If it doesn't do it, then I don't know what to say. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you. I'll just say, it's not my fault. Okay, exit. Exit. And open. Did it do it? No. Share. Share. It's not letting me do it. I need a Scientology geek here. That's why.
Yes.
Why wouldn't it let me do it? It's letting me share. It's literally saying the browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues.
What browser are you currently using?
Google.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's about all I can do.
There's a lady. Yeah, I'm like, that's done. Okay, we can go back. We'll keep going over some faces. But there was basically a lady in a wheelchair being pushed by one of these people with the bright, like turquoise, almost like blue teal shirts that say flag on tour or whatever, is wheelchairing somebody across the street going to the building, literally can't get them up. Somebody else that's delivering food to the building is trying to randomly help the person get up from it's so bad. It's so bad. And they're doing this every day. There's somebody who can't fucking get in and out of that building, and something bad is going to happen. And some things bad already has happened.
That's where, but Mona's the one that can, Fat Grammy's the one that can really answer to that, because I did ask her about it, and it's basically because it's a private hotel, not a public one, that they're not restricted the same way because it's not public. It's not open to the public.
That's so wild, but okay.
I know.
I think we're gonna do more deep searching on that.
Yeah, I mean, she's the expert. Mona is the absolute ADA expert that,
Yeah, the smart expert.
Yeah, that's what she did, and that was her job. I don't know.
Okay, I just wanted to show, again, we're going to go through clips. This, I believe, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is Dan Walks LA. I'm just showing that obviously we know this, but what happens the moment, see, boom, Shannon just saw Dan Walks LA. They all go inside and close the doors. So this is what happens during anytime you go on Hollywood to go in front. They literally have somebody outside with the wheelchair trying to get in. But that's what happens is they shut the doors down. They'll close down. They'll shut anything down. So that's that. I want to just run through a bunch of these clips so that people don't think, oh, this is just so funny, or they're like robots, or they're this. It's like, no, no, no. Oh, whoops. What did I do with my life here? Back here. Okay. Can you see that or no? Nope. Uh-oh. I don't even, where is... Oh, there you go. I say there you are as if you guys are not here in this live stream with me. I'm like, there you guys are. Let me put you here. Okay. So share screen. Let's see which one this one is. I think this is similar. Yeah. Can you see that? Same thing. She sees the person this was Streets LA. This is Streets LA going through a bunch of different receptionists on Hollywood. Anything. That's the HGB. Oh shit, you aren't seeing any of this? How lovely. How about
it's funny how it's become a tourist destination. I think people are planning their vacations based on the Hollywood Test Center and seeing
good.
Shannon.
I mean, that's what, so at nighttime, this is him at the HGB at nighttime. You see, every time they see a Sea Org member sees a Scientologist, an ex-Scientologist or a protester, or in fact, anybody trying to just, hold on, let me
it's like they're panicking.
They panic. That's the right word. Look at the reaction. What kind of group or look, runs
steps out right back in.
Yeah, this one's like, oh shit, doors magnetically locked. This girl's like, oh wait, shit, I know the code. Look, beep, beep. I'm gonna put my card and swipe because I'm an executive and I can.
The one thing I get that they're worried about people like, I guess, protesters trying to like break the doors down and come in for whatever fucking reason.
No, they aren't really. They aren't.
Then why lock the doors? It only fucks
security,
them.
But security is used to that. When you're in the Sea Org, you don't realize you're always swiping the card every HGC, everywhere you go in the building. Swipe the card. So you don't realize you're constantly putting codes and things. You're so intertwined in your Sea organization world that you don't realize that, like, oh yeah, how do we get in? Oh yeah, okay, card, swipe, beep, beep. Okay, oh good, security. Like everything, it's not okay to think outside of the box. If you think outside of the box, you're weak. You're weakening the organization's strength. Like, and so you have any protester that comes and even starts to make a remark about any of this, whoops, they all go inside every single time now. And it's because I feel like over the last 2 years, we have ruined their scam of like being a public open. Oh, we're just open. We answer anything. No, you don't. You don't answer people's questions. You close your doors right away when you hear anybody talking bad. Look at that. Like, that's just how it is. And it's because these people are not on the world schedule. They're not doing anything that is associated or helpful for the world. They use the PR in the city of the world for sure to make it seem like that, but they aren't doing anything for the world, and they're just eating themselves and their own energies away, and then they're burning new energies, new children, new Sea Org members, old Sea Org members that have been in. They aren't helping them either. They're making things so difficult and hard for them. You can totally have any thoughts. Go ahead. I'm just
no, it's just kind of odd to see.
I think we conditioned them, though. It's almost like, was it Pavlov's dog that rang a bell and there's a reaction? Or like see a protester, there's a reaction. It just kind of reminds me of that conditioning.
Yeah. It is. So these buses are full. That's what I was trying to show you at the beginning of this one, but for some reason,
one of these days they'll be empty.
Look at this. Look at this, though. Look at this. See the guy standing up in the middle of the bus?
Mm-hmm.
The bus is full all the way to the front.
Yeah, I heard the joke about how many Sea Org members can you put on a bus?
Can you fit in a bus? Yeah.
All of them.
And this has been going on. They've been doing this for years, since just trying to hide, literally trying to hide the out PR look of how it looks to have a bunch of Sea Org members coming out of a bus so desperate like this. Like they're excited to go home. That's so crazy.
I have a question about that, though, because like I remember
the freedom. Just so you know, when you're getting on the bus and you're like, "Oh, good, I caught the bus." You know how it is when you catch the bus, or you're like, "Oh, good, it's here." It feels like that when you're in the Sea Org. You're like, "Oh, good, I made the bus on time. Oh, good, I have 5 minutes to relax on the bus ride." It's very much like that. Okay, sorry. Ask your question.
No worries. I remember in the CPRAs from a few years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, there were neighbors complaining about the buses at night constantly there and rattling. And I believe that the city, they did make some kind of, and it was on Catalina, not on L. Ron Hubbard. So I believe that there was some kind of agreement. Now, do we know where the buses come at night to bring them home?
Yes, Ashley does. If on Papusology, right? I put a little tabby here. But basically Ashley and me, I've told Ashley, we've kind of been having our little discussion. She's been keeping an eye, like they've been changing up the fucking bus schedules. And because she's been keeping an eye, she knew. She was like, yeah, so I see they're coming. Like she would be telling me, like, okay, they're coming around 8:30. Sometimes they have 8. Next 2 weeks, okay, now they're coming. They're dropping them off around 10:30 on the this side of the AB and coming out the back. Like she's been documenting all this. Like and they are switching up the schedules literally just because Ashley is documenting, and Dan Walks LA. And Matt, MD Media used to do it a bunch. Confident Chris used to do it a bunch, where they were really going after the quote dolphins, the buses, to show that it's wake up in the morning with your wet hair, as I've been showing you guys. I'm going to show you some more video clips here. And then get on the bus, do your work day at your building, the Sea Org building, do your whole thing, muster up, go to lunch when you're supposed to, answer your pager, recruit people all day long. And then they go back on these buses in their 5-minute drive. It's so fun. Oh my God. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. Ooh, we get a whole bus ride of freedom and relaxation almost. That's what it feels like. And then, and then you're going home. You're quote going home to your dorm where you have your own little bed in your area. So there's some weird staying in line keeps you safe in your coziness. Otherwise you're going to lose even this amount,
But where are they dropping off at the blue building? Because they used to do it at Catalina. They would also have trucks. Like, or do they no longer do it on Catalina? Because I had to dig up those CPRAs. They're very interesting. There's a lot of so they've been battling this stuff for years, the neighbors. But I'm
not sure. I mean, if Ashley's, I believe in chat. If not, she can she can let me know. And I know that there's also some people that haven't going that go out, mainly Ashley, but and static record and like look at all this. It just piles up, piles on. You know what I mean? They piled in. But I do believe that if they're not dropping them right there, Catalina, you mean like
right behind Blue, between Fountain and Sunset. They used to have, the neighbors used to complain that they would be idling their buses and creating a lot of noise at like 10, 11 at night past, decent hours. And then they would also have their delivery trucks. So there was like this whole year's worth of fighting with the city and the council people and the Scientology about how they couldn't do it on L. Ron Hubbard because of the bricks. So they'd be using all this time and keeping all the neighbors up at night, but I'm thinking
that
maybe
sounds
they
very
don't bring
legit.
them there. Yeah, and
I
then
think I think they do it also with the dolphins, the vans, the silver vans. They'll do
maybe they
smaller
bust into
runs
a
with
smaller
those.
one.
But
Yeah,
as of right now, from what I know through Ashley and the people that have physically been here at night times and have documented, and myself showing up at certain times and seeing, 8 o'clock p.m. There are definite routes and definite times, and they are definitely doing it at certain. They'll drop off, like for example, when they drop off people to the AB, which is what they call this building, this area. Oh, okay, yeah. Then they actually use a city bus pullover spot. They don't have a spot. There's no spot for them to safely unload all of these Sea Org members without using the city bus stop area. So, because that was also another thing, they would just park, they would put the blinker on and let people just shuffle out right in front. And there was accidents, and obviously all the traffic would just start honking and get crazy. So that also caused neighborhood dislike as well. So yeah, I just wanted to get these glimpses. Again, you guys can keep talking about this, and I'm going to keep popping up these links of these Sea Org members and their daily routines, and that they have to do this every single day, guys, 24/7. Their sleep schedule is cut out for them. If they don't meet their target at their quote work, their job, their post on a daily basis, they have to finish their job. They'll catch the late bus run, and then they still wake up at the exact same time the next morning to continue their schedule for the next day. They don't get to like sleep in and get extra sleep. That is definitely not okay.
What's the late bus? What time is that?
1:30. I mean, I caught my dad at 1:30 in the morning with Ashley. So like it could be any time. It just depends. They can have a private, run that comes, at different. Letting people share stuff. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit behind. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Anne. Okay, cool. So let me pull up some other little things. Oh yeah, and then audit, you let me know. I don't know. I feel like, I was going to share this. I want to share this because I have the photos right here in my face. Okay, so I'm sharing. Oh, actually, I'm going to share this one. Yes. These, just so we know, remember, I told you that I saw Lori Burpee. This is the person that I just showed it, and I showed her daughter just now in the Sea Org. That's crazy. So her daughter's in the Sea Org in Clearwater. Like that's just so crazy to me. But so when I was on, or I guess SPTV fans shared Aaron's protest when he was out there protesting, and I have to share this because this person literally is my ex stepmom in law. This chick, I fucking forget her name, which is so crazy right now. But look at this. Hold on. Oh, let's see if didn't mean to do that. Okay, you can still see. Can you see the screen? I know you can't hear the audio, but so Aaron goes and asks this person. He's asking people like, "Hey, if you want to leave you know, if there's somebody inside that wants to leave or they want to blow, just let them know the SPTV Foundation can help them get on their feet and get in touch with the FBI or things like this. But as he's going, and I wanted to put the faces out there anyways, because we want to get this person right here is my ex-mother-in-law. Well, I don't know how this would be. She is literally right here. Yeah, let me pull this down a second. This is her in my wedding. That is me. Okay, and she is right here at the end. Right there. Okay, that's her. She's married to, at this time, she's married to this guy, Charlie Carr, and that's Mary Kay Carr, who took care of all the babies and the nannies and has been, or was a nanny as the Sea Org, one of the Sea Org nannies that where children and all that were being abused as babies and neglected and all of that. She was one of the nannies, and she's the mother of my ex-husband, Simon. So that lady, let's bring this back. That's her. Is it like Tawny or Tanya? Tawny? So this is her. Anyways, she was like, I've been a Scientologist for 62 years. Anyways, so these are the long-term dedicated people, Scientologists, who are all intertwined and connected to each other, that they have these solid mind, no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what family members they've lost, no matter what divorces they've gone through, no matter what kids they've lost, they still remain a Scientologist dedicated. I'm going to flag. I'm going to the graduation event. They're just on this robotic fucking shit. And instead of people making fun, oh, it's robotic. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's hard to watch. But it also, that is the result of Scientology. That's what we're talking about when we're like, Scientology is not safe. You will literally slowly fucking brainwash yourself into this shit, whether you like it or not, because it actually has mental effects that fuck up the body, like long-term damage to the brain.
Sounds like Janet. Like it reminds me of like she's our version, or their version of Janet.
Literally, our version of Janet.
Their version, their version of Janet.
Oh my god! Okay,
nobody else gets Janet. She's ours.
Oh my god, Janet! Did we share this one? Yeah, we did. So yeah, I think we have 2 more videos here. So yeah, Audit, what do you feel? I feel, first of all, I'm so glad that Audit, LA, and Scientology Geek, like literally, if we should all, I don't even know, like there's definitely certain areas and buildings, laws, violations, criminal offenses, and things that have happened in the mappings that we've been all keeping track of. In fact, a lot of the report stuff that I'm going to be talking with you and the lieutenant this Thursday about, I'll need a lot of the interactions between Sciento Geek, Journey, and you, Audit LA, and me, and anybody else that can help us put detailed names, times, stories, people who were assaulted, who did physical labor, anything recent if possible, anything old in terms of children, their jobs. Obviously, we'll be using Child X as like, this, what's his name? Jamie Mustard's story.
There's jump in here though, Laura. But yeah. Thursday, the scope can only be you and your and you as a crime victim, not other people. Like everyone else is going to have to go make their own report. They're not going to be able to. It's only going to. We have to focus on what you went through, when, where, and all that, because it's only like you're the victim.
Okay. So, but it's also things that that I saw as well.
They may take that,
being a
yeah,
minor,
as long
being
as
a
you're a
child.
witness, yeah. And well, because if you witnessed a crime and that's neglect, and that's that's
Yeah,
victimization. Is this it
yeah,
has to be tied to you directly, or else
yeah,
they're gonna dismiss it.
yeah. Dismiss.
Just dismiss. But he's given us an hour and a half, which is amazing. So let's utilize
Yeah,
every second of it.
yeah, and it's always good to know because it's good to know for people coming in with other reports as well, where what gets categorized to what, like what goes to the FBI, what goes to the police, what can they handle right now, and then what
Mhm.
needs more information, or what do we need to do to, whatever we need to do, attach more information to be able to move forward with like justice, with actually
Yeah.
getting justice for whatever we can.
There's going to be a few people at the table, so
Yeah. Okay. I want to share one more. We'll do one more of these. I think we can wrap it up soon, guys. I can. There's more. I just wanted to give this whole thing. Oh, and the other thing is, I feel like I got all these videos ready, and now I can't share them because of that weird glitch I'm having. But at least I get to share these ones. Again, the same routine: going off the bus, loading up, going home, waking up. This is the only time, by the way, that Sea Org members, married couples, literally this time on the bus, and then being home in their dorms, whatever that is. Sometimes it's with 8 people to one dorm. Sometimes it's 3 couples in one apartment. But they're going, and that's the only time that they have to themselves as like individual one-on-one time with each other, and just personal time for Sea Org members is this time. They get off the bus, they go, they do whatever in their dorms, and within an hour or two, all these people are sleeping and getting ready to wake up at 7 or 6 a.m. or whenever the next bus time. Soaking hair or wet hair or not, you make that bus and you go. Everything's on a schedule. You can't be late. Everything's on a schedule. So yeah, the married couples are probably way too exhausted. Not only they can't even do anything. They just like snuggle and be like, okay, well, I snuggled up on your arm and that was so lovely. That was such a good, they can't even,
Especially,
get down to business. Real
especially if they have
business.
8 roommates. I mean, like that's creepy.
Right, right. Like, I mean, what kind of dear sweet connection can you have, right? Even when you're already groomed and mind controlled and are stuck on certain beliefs and stuff, you like, I don't know, it's a nightmare. I don't even want to. And sadly we've had to all live through this shit. So yeah, there's a bunch of people that, like Lori Burpee, her child, who, unalived. I'm gonna share this one.
Any relation to the
Whose
Burpee
daughter
Seed family? Sorry.
What's that? No. But Jenny Burpee unalived herself, who was one of Lori Burpee's daughters, and her younger daughter now is just, in Clearwater. Oops, sorry. her youngest daughter, when I left the Sea Org, like, look at this guy. He's just constantly, it's this guy, the next guy. He's constantly carrying things. He doesn't have a choice. But anyway, so yeah, her youngest daughter was in the Sea Org literally as of 8 years ago. That was out of the Sea Org, that was at her house with her family when I was leaving the Sea Org. And that's the family that I stayed with, that I was just plopped off to stay with in Eagle Rock. And now her daughter is in Kelsey is in the Sea Org in Clearwater now. That's insane to me. And here Lori Burpee, whose own daughter unalived herself, is like walking on L. Ron Hubbard Way with some other young Scientologist cadet. I was like, fuck no. Like, you're just like one of those, grooming, one of the groomers that are hired by the whole chain.
And that poor man, how like he literally started running at his age, his condition, and pushing really heavy stuff. Saw a camera and a purse at SP and felt a need to run.
Yeah, yeah. And that's how it is for anybody in the Sea Org. Anybody in the Sea Org. I mean, you even I was on my last live stream on with the at Blue with the big what is it? Freaking whatever. But when me and Dan were at Blue protesting, there was this guy there who was like fun and, oh yeah, I'm doing the purif, but I was clear, and and now I have to do the purif again because of toxins and whatever he said. And the moment I said I'm declared SP, he was like, oh, I love you, but the moment I said I'm declared SP, he was like, oh, and I was like, I zoomed in on like his feet, and I'm like, up, he's backing up. And I said, but listen, and he still held up and listened and was talking, and then until the security guard came out and was like, she's a declared SP, like it's just so gross. And then he wouldn't talk to me. Oh yeah, so let me finish about my uncle. My uncle was the senior has, doing this just like everybody else, taking the buses, going to his post, going to his job, doing it all day, stressed out, going back. No proper medical care. Nobody's checking in on these Sea Org members that we're seeing every day coming off these buses that we've normalized somehow in the city. That is just normal for these chunks of workers, servants, to just be like piling off buses at early mornings and then late night. And nobody's checking in on them. Nobody's like, there's all these older people. What happens to them? For example, my uncle 5 years ago, maybe a little bit more, 7 or 8 years ago now, before I got declared an SP, this was one of the things I was so upset talking to my dad about, was like why I was like, they do all this work. I said, Mom, Dad, you're just going to do all this work. You're going to be in the Sea Org for all this time, and then you're just going to die. Like, it just seems so unfair. Like, anyways. And so it came up because my uncle had cancer. He was found out that he had cancer. I'm pretty sure it was prostate cancer. I might be wrong. It could be colon cancer. But either way, those are two things that take a lot of time, a long time for something like that to like build up and exist. And my uncle never went to the doctor, was never taking care of his body. Sea Org members don't do that, let alone like they think it's a burden. Like, oh, now I'm creating a burden. Now I should just drop the body. That's what they literally call it. They also say that all cancer stems from out 2D, out second dynamic, that there's out ethics. You've done something wrong, or, you need to clean up something on your second dynamic, which is family, sex, and the rearing of children. So anybody who has cancer in the Sea Org or in Scientology assumes that there's something on their second dynamic that's out. It's not that they didn't take care of themselves physically for fucking 20, 30 years, right? And anyway, so my uncle gets cancer. My dad tells me, then he tells me, oh, he's, in the hospital. And like within a week or two, it was like, oh, he's going to do great. Yeah. He's going to do a surgery or something and he should be fine. And it's going to be all cleared out. They're always like, nope, just like, yeah, just like kind of like not really talking about what's actually going on. Because the body's just a body, right? So a month goes by, and I get told that my uncle is being shipped off out of the country, that the cancer is, that the doctors here in LA are saying that the cancer is too bad. Like it's gone too far to be able to prevent it, and that he's being shipped off to Hungary somewhere. If anybody else has had their family member stuff happen to them with cancer specifically, please let me know. Please email me, because I'm still trying to find out exact details with what happened to my uncle. But from what I know, he was told that he was going to be shipped, that he was going to Hungary, somewhere in another country, to get proper, non-psychiatric care, where they are just going to do all natural cleansing, and that's going to get rid of the cancer, and that he's going to come back all revived. And he went there, and less than 2 months later or so, he died. Then I find out that a bunch of one of you has me on in the background. I can hear it. Then I find out that not only that he was shipped there alone, not alone, but that multiple Sea Org members, even from Gold Base and from other organizations that were executives, or even just anybody that had long-term time in the Sea Org, that had unpreventable cancer situations, were all shipped off to this place in Hungary, somewhere in Hungary or in some other country, where they were told, oh, they're going there to get the best, the best help and the all natural. And what happens? They die. So multiple Sea Org members have died in this so-called place where they're, really cleansing and using all natural things. But it's really a place where the Scientology Sea Org, the United States Scientology organizations, churches, do not want to be held responsible for anybody under their care or under their responsibility or in their Sea organizations, or related to anybody that's an executive. They don't want any of the legal issue on them. So they take that person that has been in the Sea Org for over 40 years plus or whatever, and they will ship them off to another country to basically drop their bodies. That's what they call it. We're going to drop their bodies. There's literally a routing form that they make you do, a checklist that make sure how you properly drop your body before you just dump your position off on this earth. And so they just go off, and that's that. And the family members, and I'm sure all the PR is done, so the family thinks like, oh wow, he really gave his life to his religion, and it's fucking not that way at all. It's so messed up. It's so messed up. And I sadly wasn't that close with my uncle because he was in the Sea Org at Los Angeles, and I was at the Int Ranch in the Cadet Org, or I was at Gold Base, or I was in Clearwater. And so it was just more, again, pictures and like, oh, I get to see you at the event, or I get to see him before he was passing away. He was getting older. I mean, he had cancer. They knew it. So I would go out and I had like a dinner and a day with them, with my mom, my dad, and my uncle. And then that was it. That was the last time I hung out with them. And now he's dead, and there's nothing that I'm able to do about it. And this is what they've been doing this is what they do, not with the bodies, and with the family, so that the family can't blame Scientology. They can only blame, oh, this person went here to get care. They said, whatever it was. And then I guess, oh, it was too bad and then she had to drop the body. She just had to let the body go. That's what it is. Come back next lifetime. You're dropping the body. So it's very robotic and very fucked up and very dehumanizing. It really takes away the love and connection of uncles and brothers and just like all of that. It just totally destroyed it. And I know my family, my uncle is not the only one. I know there's actually a few Gold-based staff members that I knew I knew their kids because they were cadets at the Int Ranch, and their parents also, Josh Gilbert's mom, Jesse and Josh Gilbert's mom, they had their mom had breast cancer, and she's no longer alive. I literally knew that was going to happen. Oh, she was sent off to this place to get all, the natural way to get rid of the cancer, and then they die.
Is it like a hospice purif, like a purif rundown for hospice? Like, and
I
also I
have
want to
no
know,
idea.
like,
It's so
where
disgusting.
exactly and why? Like, why there? And, like, we need to look into this more. Like, this
Yeah,
point.
that we do. And that's why I wanted to make it a big issue. People always wonder, like, oh, well, if they want to be in there, let them be. No, they don't want to be in there. And you can't tell somebody that is induced with a chemical, so to speak, that they can't be doing what they're doing while they're on that chemical when you're still giving them the chemical and expecting them to do something different. You can't hypnotize somebody and tell them or expect them, demand them to be a certain way or another, it just doesn't work. That's how you have to think about it with the Sea Org members and the Scientologists. They don't know that we're trying to help them. They think that we're trying to antagonize them or we're covert and we're 1-1. We're trying to get in there very sneaky and pull them out of their happiness and their mission to save the planet. So it's really weird and fucked up and a weird line on, whether somebody wants to leave, whether we're trying to just get them out so they can understand the outside world and then they would know, it's weird. But I definitely want other people to speak up and talk about their family members and the people that have died in their family that were Scientologists and in the Sea Org that you no longer are, or maybe you're thinking now, you're going, oh, wow, that also happened to my uncle. But I was told that they went off and died really nicely and peacefully and dropped the body, That's what it's called. That's what they're told. That's what they believe. That's what they're fucking being lied to about. And these are one of the ways that Scientologists' families are just slowly held together, yet they're just ripped apart because somebody just dies and nobody knows about it because it's really hush hush and, oh, we just dropped the body. The spirit's still here,
Well, I wonder if the bagpipe guy was sent there, and that's not like a little
That's what I
roundabout way
want
to
to
get to
find
the.
out. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I
need to
would like to
investigate
find
that
out.
too.
I wonder if there's a way. Let's see.
If we ever go by there again, maybe she'll let us know. I mean, they talked. I was surprised how much they talked to us. I was shocked.
Yeah. Here, let's see if I can. So, can I show any of this video or
Yeah,
what?
you can start from the beginning even because it's fine so far all the way up until after, we're talking. For a while it's fine.
Okay. Also, I'm wondering if it's even going to allow me to share it. Oh, good. And can you hear it at all or no? The audio?
Right now I can't. I don't know if you need
Okay,
to
good.
turn
So
it
I
up.
don't think you're going to be able to hear the volume. Look, I can put it here and you'll hear it.
Do you have it on Bluetooth or is it? Is it going through your Bluetooth or is it?
Yeah, no. It's going through my headphones through the mic, so I can't separate it. It's very annoying. Okay,
Because
well,
it
I
was an
can hear
interesting
it.
conversation. I mean, I could finish editing it, make sure, and then I could post it and open it so everyone can see it if we can't hear it now.
Yeah, okay. I think we walked up a bit. Yeah, we were
And all
checking
the
out the
illegal, notice
planners.
all the illegal shrubbery. They don't care about the law, all the thorny vegetation there.
Yeah, it's all grown out a lot more now. Oh yeah, I think this is where we were kind of this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is down the street between, sort of in between where I live ish and the Blue Building. It's close to the Blue Building, 2 blocks down or something from the Blue Building on Edgemont and like Fountain area. And
Foxy kept
this is,
sensing something.
yeah, she definitely did. Foxy kept sensing stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you do look.
It looks like the mute button's on, is it? Like it looks like it's.
It is, but it's because you guys can't hear the audio.
So you can't just unmute it there?
No, I can hear it as loud. I hear it really loud, but you guys can't hear it.
StreamYard has a problem with transmitting audio.
Yeah. So we called this guy out, or this guy. We're like, oh, hi, what happened to the arts and crafts? Okay, let me hear what you say. So we were just like, oh, we're just walking Foxy, and I was showing Audit. We came for, okay, so Audit says here, we came for a bagpipe concert. Dang, I wish you can hear it. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure it out where
I
can
will
share the
post it
video.
today, tonight. So if everyone who's watching, I will, after I'm done here, I will edit it,
Okay.
finish editing, and I'll open it, make sure it's nothing that.
Yeah. So then they start telling us, okay, good. Yeah, let's do that because it's kind of useless to just show.
But you're
the
right,
thing.
because you're saying that he'd say drop but he said drop, and then he said he died.
Where they are waiting for them to drop the body. Oh, no, it's in another country, Journey. I think where Mike Brown's mom was dropping her body, that's so fucked up. That she was like, they were thinking she was going to drop their body. I think that was at like around Gold Base or something like that. Somewhere around there. I don't know, actually. Mike would know that. In fact, he's probably already talked about it. Okay, what happens if they show their grief? Nora's actually talked about this, where basically she just had so much upset about when her dad passed away, and what they do is they just put you into an auditing session. They say, okay, let it out in the auditing session, and cry, and then eventually they're just telling you, okay, and what else? Like, you're supposed to feel fine once you once you say it over and over again, that you're lost, I lost him and now he's gone, and whatever the upset is, you're supposed to just be okay with it at the end of the session. So
yeah, but if not, don't you have to go earlier, similar?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just go, you're stuck in a session when your loved one, somebody in your family, somebody you really care about, somebody that isn't even a Scientologist, but because you're a Scientologist, this is how they handle people upset of losing somebody in their family. They handle you in session. So you don't have your case, your reactive mind, you're not having your bad pick outside in the world. You're handling your upsets and your grief in session, because grief is not allowed. Grief is a misemotion. Grief is a dramatization. It's a negative thing in Scientology.
It's HENR.
It is very much human emotion and reaction. Good job.
It's awesome.
Very not allowed. So yeah, Scientology geek definitely is on the money sometimes with these terms, and it just makes me laugh.
Just knows the terminology.
I'm just like, crazy. Oh my god!
I was about to throw out a little no case on post.
That you are not allowed to have any case on post, and this is a real thing. So this is part of the answer to this question, Krista. You are not allowed to have grief, pain, anger. You're not supposed to have that on post. But normally, at least anger is above boredom, and so anger is okay, allowed on the job. You can see a lot of Sea Org members are always like angry and yelling and fuck you and this and get the fuck, well, hurry the fuck up, snap and pop. Like, that's why, because it's at least not a low tone. You're not like a 1-1 covert gay queer person who is secretly trying to stab everybody in the back, as they say. It's not okay to be banky, to be griefy, to have emotions other than happy and theta on your job. Anytime. You can only handle this, bring it up in session.
Wow.
So but how often grieving. Do you actually have time to go into session?
No, it's like a whole thing. It's like, okay, this is becoming a legal issue, so let's bring them in session. Or, okay, this is so much case on post or bank that they have to, they don't want other people to be pulled off of their post because they're so upset by this person's upset. So they put that person in session so they're not distracting the rest of the Sea Org about their feelings and love for their family.
So inhumane.
Yeah, so fucking inhumane. And that's just on a daily basis. Like, why wasn't my uncle getting the proper treatment? Why wasn't he getting checkups? Like, if these people, my dad and my mother, she just had breast cancer a year ago. And her, like, one of her appointees or people that I found out that was, supervising her case, Dr. Minkoff.
I know that name.
What? So Dr. David Minkoff is still in deep connection with David Miscavige, who David Miscavige is running and saying where all of the executives close to him, whether my mother's at gold base on her gold lower position in the Sea Org, David Miscavige still controls her whole fucking life, including but not limited to the fact that her and my dad got separated and was forced to get divorced and not be with each other because of David Miscavige and his orders. And because my dad being on the RPF sent by David Miscavige for 7 fucking years. And is now remarried and with somebody else completely while my mom's at gold base there. It's just like, who gives the care now for my mom? There's nobody. Like, there's literally, my mom is now in a completely stuck abusive situation. I have no way of getting her out. So wow. I can go on a roll, but this is just my uncle and this is just my mother with her health. Like, every Sea Org member, every person inside this bus, these buses, every bus that comes out of the Sea Org, every single one of these humans are literally being neglected in severe ways, severe mental health ways for sure. But then you have sleep deprivation, not eating enough food, on stress fucking shit all the time. You're just on stress. You're constantly thinking like this all the time. And then when you're getting things done, you think you're fucking on the top of the world. So the moment you're not in your brainwashed, hypnotic, fake, dopamine hit, you literally are like, I can't do anything. I have to go back in. And so you have people like Mary Kay Carr, who once had a fucking family and now their family is completely destroyed because she decided to rejoin the fucking Sea Org again after 40 years of being out. She can't think any other way. So yeah, that's what I think about every time I see all these people come off the buses, and that all of us, I was in that Sea Org uniform. I was getting off those buses at Flag. I was doing all of that. I know all of those security guards. At one point, I was bossing all those security guards around. So it's super important. We really need to go hard on the ADA compliances. We need to go in and protect the elderly, the people that aren't getting the proper treatment, have wellness checks go in on all the elderly, and really, how much sleep are you getting? Like the mental control, just everything. What they're allowed to do and not allowed to do is so abusive and completely inhumane. I don't know how to describe it other than to keep talking about it like we're doing on these live channels and calling in the meetings, letting them know, calling in on all the meetings, showing up to any meetings that you can. That really gives your idea of why you don't think it's okay that Scientology comes in and takes over the L. Ron Hubbard and renames Berendo Street to L. Ron Hubbard, and then to have a permit, a revocable permit that isn't. I mean, where is the insurance? Are they paying the insurance? Where is it? Why are they not being upheld to uphold their permit status? There's just so much. And I can't wait to keep going. I've got a lot to work. I've already got so much stuff to put together in terms of reports and all of that. So we'll start
I was asked to remind you about Sunday, about the stream on Sunday.
Yes.
I was asked, Bertie asked me to remind you to maybe announce that you're going to have a stream on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. What stream?
I think Mo out. Okay, Mo, I'm out. Yeah, she sent me to remind you about Sunday, that there's going to be something. You're going to have a stream on Sunday?
I don't know if we're doing a stream, but we are definitely writing and typing up a bunch of stuff. Yes.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
If we're doing a stream, you about Sunday. Great.
Well, I don't know if it's about a stream. Okay, just about Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. And yes, that would be, yes. We'll see. We'll see about the live stream. Yeah, but either way, yes, yeah. We're doing reports and typing and
work. We're getting it in.
Work. All right, Scientology Geek, thank you for jumping in and being awesome. And I'm sure I'll jump in on your streams as well. If y'all don't follow Scientology Geek, I suggest you do. If you're bored and need and or want to go in and give them information.
Subject yourself to L. Ron Hubbard torture.
By naming what you know and naming times, places, buildings, people.
Time, place, form, and event.
Exactly. Look at this. Look at this. All the details. Then feel free to definitely email. What's your email? Do you want to throw it out there really quick?
It's Scientologeek, SCIENTOLOGEEK @gmail.com.
Okay, cool. Right here on the screen, Scientology and at gmail.com. And then if you guys have any information for me that you want to send me directly, or any like notes or timestamps on YouTube videos, anything like that, we're actually organizing all these into little kind of clips and folders, and we're being able to have them prepared for the Department of Water and Power, anybody in the city on a job that has anything to do with either removing permits, giving permits, showing up for protests when people are getting assaulted, things like that. People covering up crimes, things like that. We're getting into the city legal aspects of it, and that feels really fucking good. And thank you, Audit, so much for teaching me and for teaching everybody else as we go. And thank you, Scientology Geek and Journey, and everybody who's mapping out and like just collecting the information, because this is such an important thing to do for the future, for civil cases, for individual cases in courts, and just in general to show the detailed documentation of the abuses and crimes of Scientology and their indentured servants.
Yes. Can I put one little plug too? Like I believe tomorrow, I think they have I think it's for tomorrow on Saturday. They do. I can't go. I would love to, but I can't go. But they're having some event that's geared towards teenagers and free winds, I believe. And so if anyone's there and can get good footage for the public works meetings or anything like that, it'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, I'll be working tomorrow, but I mean, if they're in the evening, if they're there in the evening time still, I will.
I think it is. I think it's from 5 to 10 or 3 to 10, I think.
I can get there if I hurry and things go fine at work. I can get there at like 8:30 p.m.
Okay. I can't go, but if anyone does get eyes on it, it would be very much appreciated.
Yes. MD Media, Ashley, everybody, anybody. I want to start bringing up everybody. Confident Chris, Griselda. There's still so many people. Yes, come and document this. This is so, I love watching other people's footage and being like, oh my God, look at so-and-so. So it's not just me. It's not just people in Clearwater. It's not just the Chicago people. It's everybody. It's such a great thing when you can really get out there, protest, and start like grabbing, like, hey, I'm starting to catch on to like a rhythm here. And you start to really see the big picture.
And getting the evidence.
Because
everything. We went today, right? We bugged them to revoke the permit for tomorrow. Yep. I don't think they can do that, but I would love to be able to go back or to send them some proof of saying, look, we asked you not to do this. We asked you to revoke it, and here we go. And then we can explain why it's important about the children. So all that kind of evidence is really helpful.
Yes, exactly. And all of it lines up. All of it are little dots that add up, and they will add up so big, and mean and really it's really valuable. I don't know how else to say it, that other than the stuff that we've already done is already lining up to be like, oh my God, this is how so and so was allowed to come in and take over the street, and this is how, this is who was on the permit during this time, like things like that. And what agreements are being violated, Scientology, on a daily basis. So I'm going to still dive into that building, the ADA thing, and
do it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do it.
No, there's just no way. That's just so inhumane for them to be doing that to the elderly. Literally, they're OT, their top members that are there on a daily basis auditing can't even get up the fucking 5 stairs. And most of them are elderly and handicapped. So that's really messed up.
It's horrible.
All right. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to reset, going to chill out. I want y'all to have a beautiful night, and wherever you are, a beautiful day, a beautiful morning, and everybody on the replay crew, thank you for coming in and jumping in. And if you have, again, any questions, email me. If you have any advice or you have any ideas on how we can get more information, let me know. Email any of us. I'm sure we'll all be excited to get the information and file it away in the archives. All right. Loves. Everybody, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Oh, thank you, AZ Crimson. And thank you, everybody, for your memberships and supporting me through all the guck and the love and the fun and the joy. Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Night, everyone.
Bye.